What's up, everybody? More fun news about the city of Los Angeles doing more crazy nonsense. So the city of Los Angeles passed this thing called a right to counsel law. And now you have to give, surprise, surprise, more new notices to your tenants. The city of LA actually published their right to counsel notices, and you have to give them at a variety of different stages. First, you have to provide it at the beginning of the tenancy in the tenant's primary language, and we'll get to the fun part about the primary language issues in a second. Then you have to attach the notice to any eviction notice you give. And just to be clear, don't just attach it to the payer quits or the curer quits. It means you have to attach it to every single notice to quit. Doing an Ellis, attach it. Doing a landlord buyout, attach it. Doing a landlord family occupancy, you gotta attach it. Every single notice to quit, doesn't matter what kind it is. Then you have to attach it anytime you are canceling a rental housing subsidy. So that means if you are sending a letter to tell the tenant that you're canceling their Section 8, you gotta attach it. And then you also have to post this notice in a conspicuous place somewhere in the common area of the building, a lot like your certificate of registration or your RSO notice or JCO notice. Now, here's the fun part. They've published this in English and then 8 other translations. You have to give it to your tenant in their primary language. If you don't know their primary language, or if their primary language is not one of the 8 translations, and the 8 translations are Spanish, Korean, Farsi, Armenian, Russian, Cantonese, and Mandarin, and Tagalog. So if your guy speaks a primary language that is not one of those, you have to give it to them in all 9, the English and all 8 translations, so that they can have not just one they can't read, but 9 that they can't read, because that makes a lot of sense. Anyway, if you fail to do any of this, it is a defense to a UD. So I very much highly suggest that you get copies of the forms and start complying. Otherwise, it's going to make it very difficult to do your evictions. Now, the forms are available online at the LAHD website, which is housing.lacity.gov/RTC. That's like Rachel, Tom, Charlie. So housing.lacity.gov/RTC. And we're also going to be putting out an email blast about it with copies of all the notices and a copy of the actual ordinance. So you also can read the nonsense and cry like I do. Anyway, if you have any questions about it, you know where to contact us, davidovichlaw.com. Hope to see you again soon.